So these are the chairs I'm putting in the courtyard. I'm putting it together. It also comes with a table. So let's get this going. I am sitting in the courtyard having me some matcha and just taking a mental picture, an overview of everything to see where I want to place the chairs and the plant wall that I'm about to put up the grid. That's my sad Cebu blue that was around the back. I'm gonna move it around the front, but first I think I want to treat it. It looks like, something is wrong with it. It also got burnt by the sun right here, but I'm gonna treat it. I bought some neem oil and some potassium soap. So let's get back to the courtyard. So that's it right there. This is it as you enter. I think I'm gonna put the chair right there on this side because it gets very hot on this side in the morning. It received the most sun. I'm also gonna move this plant. I think the sun is too much for it. And yeah. So this is it somewhat on this side. And I'm thinking if I want to try to see how it looks on the other side. But the sun gets so hot on that side. This is the side I originally envisioned it being on, but then the sun, there's a bench that I normally put there, and sometimes I come and sit with my tea, and the sun is so intense I have to get up. And I want the seat to be able to be functional. So wherever I put it, if I come out with my tea, I want to be able to drink my tea. The beauty of this side is that it has the roof that comes out, so it will protect it from the rain compared to this one that is shorter, so it's gonna get wet. You see that nice sunspot, and it's not even the hottest of it. But let's move it over, see what it looks like. I've made some changes to the courtyard since the last time I've taped. They need watering, some of them looking very droopy. It did get a little bit chilly as well. But let me just show you where we're at, where the courtyard is concerned. So when you enter, this is what you're seeing. I did move the chairs over this section because it gets more protection from that extra roof. Like when it rains, it still get wet, but at least it doesn't get soaked. I did have the plant grid there, but it gets so hot over there, the plants started scorching. Let's show you some of the plants I have around the front. I do have my tree fern that is over here. It used to sit a little bit below, but it was getting so scorched by the sun. I had to move it because there were more scorched leaf than green. And I started getting very scared, and I move it. That's a new leaf right there. So I got very scared and I moved it up here where it's getting a little bit more shade, and it's loving it. I have a snake plant here that was inside the house that I neglect. I don't like having plants inside the house because they do get neglected. So I like plants in the plant room or around the front. I have this cactus that I picked up. I did see the name, but I don't remember off the top of my head. I also have a desert rose right here. She's always blooming for me, and she has that nice big, yeah. I have this nice arrangement of coleus. This one is also coleus, and it's like a trailing variety, and this is the more upright one. But yeah, and then we have the chair here and the table. I have some, is it crown of thorns? Sometimes I change things around like it's thorn of Kurt's crown of thorns, but it's not. Tongue twister in here today. I have this is my oldest one, and as you can see, she is nice and tall. She is always blooming for me. I got this one. It was struggling around the back. So I purchased this one because I love the blooms, and it never bloomed for me again. And she was struggling around the back. I moved it around the front, and it's doing so much better. I love the different tones of the leaf, and she's putting out new growth, as you can see there. New leaves, so hopefully she'll bloom soon. I did pick up this bougainvillea. I thought, like, when the buds were just coming out, it almost looked like a blush, like an orange blush, and I thought that will be the final result of it, but no, it's this magenta pink when they mature. I still love it, but I just wanted that orange blush color. I heard the ones with the smaller leaves bloom more, so I'm opting to get that blush one in the smaller leaf, a variegated one, and a white blooming one. So, but this one sits right there. That's very cute. And I put it up on this trellis so it could trail. And next to it, we have another like showstopper coleus. She has just outdone herself since I brought her home. She got so much more lush and big. I think there's a video with me when I purchased it, so you could see what it looked like then. But she loves the sun. Like, look at those deep tones in the leaves. It's just crazy. And this one is just overflowing the pot, and then that pop of color, everything. I had another plant sitting there, but it died. I need to cut off the dead ends off of these, but yeah, this is this nice arrangement. I don't know the names of the other plants, but yeah. So that is that. I have some dirt sitting under there. So that is that section over there. It's not complete, but it's a start, and it's a start that I like. Now we're gonna move to the front portion of the house. This was the side wall, so this is the front line where the door is. I have my yucca tree sitting right here. I have to think about it because when it rains, the rain pour off the roof and falls in it. I don't want it to be overwater and waterlogged, and sometimes we do get a lot of rain. Oh my goodness, I see blooms coming in. But anyways, this is the grid that I moved here because it cannot withstand the sun over there, and this is an example of what happened. And it even burned another big orchid of mine that I put back to the back because it's too much, it's too intense. So I do have some starter Hoyas here and some fern, some Schizactis, We have some syngoniums, anthuriums, and some orchids on this trellis, and it's a nice little collection I have going on. I wanted a lot of different color and texture, and eventually when everyone starts filling in and I'm adding more plants to it as I go, we should see no grid. We should just see a lush plant display, of sorts and blooms. But yeah, that's the grid. It's loving it over here so far. So good. I also moved my orchids that were struggling around the back. I'm getting some self-watering pots to let these sit in because I think they're drying out too much and they need a little bit more moisture than I can provide for them just in these pots. Because even when I water them, I don't even feel like they're watered thoroughly unless I soak them. So hopefully that can solve that problem. I have some begonias sitting here as well. Two different kinds. I think this one blooms white and this one, as you can see, it blooms pink. Here is my coleus. I have two different kinds potted up in here as well, and she's getting ready to bloom. Nice. For the longest, I have struggled with finding plants that can survive in this planter here because it is so hot and they always scorch and burn up. And as you can see, and I don't even know if this is from the cold or the heat. But yeah, these I forage from the front yard. Again, these are syngonium. I also forage this Throtoscantia from the front yard that I planted there a while back. And I have I forgot what this is called, pink ball, but the blooms are so cute on it, and I love the little fine leaf. I love having different textures, it kind of make things interesting. I love when things drape over and just cascade and blooms, and then I like some being upright. So that's that little box there that I love. This is another one of my OG desert rose that I've had forever. We've had some ups and downs. We need to repot, and that is coming soon. This one, I don't know if it's the coal or the water. The pot don't feel so light, but I'm gonna water it. But she's looking a little droopy, but hopefully when I water her, she bounces right back, which she normally does. And I think this is like some lantern hibiscus. I haven't looked up the exact name as of yet, but I remember back in my research, because I've wanted this for so long that I even forget the name. But she's looking so sad right now. I have these beauty over here. I'm coming at a blank for the type. I know it's not a cactus, but I'm coming in with a blank. But anyway, let's just look at their beauty. So I have had these for some years now. They were around back. This one was struggling so much. It had no leaves on it around the back, mind you. As I moved it around the front, it has grown so much. This is my Cebu Blue that was also around back, that was struggling, and it got infected, the leaves. I don't know if it's scale or what it is, but since those leaves are I've treated it, the leaves are falling off. And it's growing a lot of new leaves. Another new leaves are coming in, which is awesome. So now we're on the other side, and I've gotten a bench, and I love the bench over here. Just made some makeshift, stand so I can get a little height. It's not permanent, but it's doing for now. It's working for now. You were with me when I purchased this plant, and as you can see, it is loving life. Lots of new growth. It's blooming, and she is just a showstopper. I need to get a nice pot for her. This is how I normally test if I need to water her. And looking about repotting her sometime maybe in the summer. This is a ZZ that, this is a ZZ that I've had for some time now. It should be a neon if I'm not mistaken, but I had it around the back. It was not getting enough sun and it reverted. I don't know if it will come back like how it's around the front, so I'm not sure. This was a syngonium that I picked up. It was like this new leaf when it was coming in. I mean, now it don't look so hot, but when it was coming in, it was very intriguing to me, and I was just interested to see what it was gonna be. I'm looking for the strawberry ice, so anything that looks similar to the strawberry ice, I'm like, oh, I'm holding on to this one. But I've treated it and it's doing its thing. I haven't gotten this, it's working on this one, so let's see what it does. And yeah, this is my fiddle, my baby fiddle that is growing up, my fiddle leaf fig. That's the bench. This is, what is it called? The lady slippers. I don't remember. It's lady something. It's very fragrant. I love how it drapes when it grow, like when it grow up, you know, like a weeping willow, like it has that draping effect. I love that about it, and that it's fragrant. This is a ficus that is growing over here. Some snake plants. I have a plumeria. I have a jasmine that I've had forever that has been struggling and I'm trying to bring it back to life. I have this Dashidia that I moved around here because it was getting too leggy for around the back, and I didn't have a nice spot for it to thrive. I think it's liking it. I haven't seen any new growth, have I? No, but I think it's adjusting to its new spot. But yeah, that is it for the courtyard setup for now. Of course, I'll do an updated video because you know things will change as we go along. But gratitude for holding space. Like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, much love.